typical. Body of a donut, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. Please don't modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical.
It's so typical, visual, I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs. Cause I'm breathing so good, I know I don't have to run. When you're looking this good, no one can tell you to jump, to swim. Yeah, I'm trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away, I swear.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. Coming up, divisional round Saturday, we've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. And his first pass is incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Under. 11, 18. That's it. South.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. Stroud and company going for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card limb, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
Speed left, speed left.
2nd and 11. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now Stroud. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey! 18! That's it! Hey, south!
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And they will stop it after a fairly minimal pickup. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. To throw is Rodgers. Completes it to Austin. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
258! Get right, switch! Go! Mine!
A handoff for Warren. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They went right back to it, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
158, go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Warren. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Blue 58!
Trying to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side. It deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. On the give, it's Warren. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
He finds Austin complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. Now a run with Warren. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, That's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
And we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. Second and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3-yard pickup. It is 3rd down.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. And Stroud now to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Strong running at the 30. Well, good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Danielle Hunter. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Warren. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 68 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Rodgers now to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's got it to Collins, complete. And they'll get him down one as he's inside the 40.
First and 10 at the 38.
Here's Stroud. Caught here, right side, no. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
18. What's that? Hey, uno more.
Stroud. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Look the hot. At 18.
Stroud out of the gun here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? The throwing again is Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Nike Texans. Hey, uno more. At 18. What's that?
In motion left, the tight end. Stroud to throw it. And it's caught. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
Another swap. Look the hot. Hey, uno. 11.
Stroud looking to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Rodgers. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
10 at the 46-yard line.
On the run, it's Warren. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. They'll run it, Warren. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the result. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. On 3rd down, Warren fighting through, and he's got space. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but takes it all the way into the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
To the left side, finds his receiver, Noel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down, Houston.
On the quick, right? 18. What's that?
Back to throw. Stroud. And this one too low.
That play looked off right from the beginning because I think he hurt himself a little bit and ended up making the throw short of the back on the screen attempt. It falls incomplete.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Here goes Stroud again. That's complete to Dell. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. Mixing up the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught by Dell. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back.
He's got him in. Complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Texans 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Stroud working out of the gun. Down the field, he's got Noel. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
First down, Texans.
Now Stroud. Short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter.
Texas. Oh, hey. Tony.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
On the quick, right? Swap. Mother swap.
Play action. Here's Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up the
Now they're audible to something else.
Walk to the right.
Again, it's Stroud. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Speed left. 11.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Stroud will look to throw once more. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
18. Let's go. South. Why Tony?
And Stroud now to throw. That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now, their friend, as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run. But you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Warren. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Rodgers now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Warren. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
For the field goal, a 54-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Now he's going to step up and run.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Alex Highsmith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Stroud connecting with Mixon. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. Throwing left side here, it's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
A gain of 15. And the Texans first down.
Stroud to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. Third down.
Tony.
To throw with Stroud. Taking a shot for down here. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
What's up? Uno. Alert the hot.
Here's Stroud. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our